Hey everybody, Daniel Mosnet here with Cowboy Charcoal, and everybody makes burgers. My kids call mine daddy burgers. We've shown you how to make a cowboy burger here. Today we're showing you how to make a pork burger. That's right, a pork burger. We're using all natural Compart Duroc ground pork, and we're cooking that over cowboy garlic and onion briquettes. Now these garlic and onion briquettes, we've talked about them in the past, but man, they smell fantastic. They make your backyard smell like when you walk in the house and you're sauteing onions and garlic. It is fantastic. So let's get started. First, we're gonna get our grill ready. This is the series that we've done with our walk-a-bout grill. I'm telling you, you can get great tasting food on any grill out there. This is an inexpensive grill that we picked up at the hardware store. It was about 50 bucks. If you look for a sale, you can sometimes find them a little bit cheaper. And it's a great grill. It's got nice air intake. It's easy to take to the beach, picnic, camping, anytime you're grilling outside of your house or even in your own backyard. So we'll add I can smell those onions and garlic already. It smells fantastic. And you can see them. If you look right inside, you can see those are bits of onion and garlic right in there. So we've filled it about halfway full. We've got about 45 briquettes in there because we're only making about 4 burgers. And this grill really keeps hot for quite a while. We'll get our paper lit. Once our paper is lit, then we'll get started with our ingredients. So we'll let that get smoking right now. Now this is gonna produce a pretty good amount of smoke because we've got all natural oak and hickory inside our lump charcoal. We only bind it with all natural vegetable starch binders. This is as pure and natural as you can get. All we have is all natural hardwood lump charcoal that's compressed into a briquette. We add some onions and garlic in there, and man, I can smell that already, and it just smells fantastic. All the neighbors are gonna come over here in just a minute. All right, so now we're gonna get our pork ingredients ready for our pork burger. We're gonna make about 4 or 5 burgers out of this, and all this is just ground pork. That's it. You can add egg, you can add other binders, you can add all kinds of seasonings into this, but we're just gonna try to keep this nice and natural and a little bit spicy. So we've got a spicy andouille seasoning, and you can see the peppers in there. There's a lot of peppers right inside there, right? So we're gonna add that. We're gonna add maybe about that much, maybe a little bit less than a 1/4 cup or so, but add as much as you like. If you like it hot, add hot. If you like a different type of seasoning, you can use Jack Daniel's pork rub. You can use anything that you like as your favorite seasoning. Go ahead and put it inside there. We're gonna add a little bit of olive oil just to kind of help all of it bind together. And then you're just gonna get your hand in there and get dirty. And all you're trying to do, you don't really wanna mix and mush too much. All you're trying to do is just incorporate that flavor into as many parts of the ground pork as you can. The more you mix and the more you mush, the more air you're squeezing out and the more dense your burger's gonna be. That's about all we're gonna do. We might add a little bit of seasoning right to the top as we put it on the grill. Okay, so now let's make our patties. I like to get about a 1/2 pound burger. I like my burgers big. I like them to kind of overflow my bun a little bit. All right, so we've got our first one pretty much ready to go. We're gonna dimple that here in a minute, but we've got about 5 burgers. So that was about 2.5 pounds of ground pork that we used. I like to make my burgers about a 1/2 pound each. And you know, it depends on the size of the bun that you're using. You know, sometimes you can pick up those ciabatta square style buns. You can make your burger in a little bit more of a square style. Our buns are round. We're making a round style burger. Our burger is gonna be a little bit thicker too. We want a nice big old burger that stands tall on the plate. All right, so that's about as many as I'm gonna put on the grill. So we've got our burgers made here. As soon as our Briquets are ready. We're gonna pour them into the grill. We're gonna grill some portobello mushrooms. We've got a nice broccoli and apple slaw that we're gonna put right on top of the burger. We've got tomatoes and red onions. This burger is gonna be huge. It's gonna taste fantastic. All right, so let's show you how we do our slaw. So this is a little broccoli slaw. We've got broccoli, cabbage, carrot. I like my things a little sweet, especially when I'm cooking with pork. So we're just gonna take a green apple. Now these are a little bit tart, right? Granny Smiths are your tart apples. A lot of people use them for baking. We're gonna use it for our slaw. And we're just gonna grate some of our apple here. You can slice it, chop it if you like. You don't really need all that much. Now you've got a little broccoli apple slaw. To the slaw, we're just gonna add a little bit of apple cider vinegar, a little bit of a binder. We're gonna use olive oil. If you wanted to make this a creamy slaw, you could add mayonnaise if you like a creamy slaw. I like my slaw to be a little bit more fresh tasting. That apple cider vinegar really kind of brings that bite. A little bit of salt and pepper, and then we're just gonna mix it together. If you do this ahead of time, the apple cider vinegar is gonna pull out any moisture that you have in that apple or in the broccoli or in the other vegetables you have in there. So that's it. And I think we're probably just about ready for these burgers. Let's take a look. Oh, look at those. Those look great. And now right at the end, I'm just gonna put it right over the hottest part of the grill. Make sure you have gloves. I'm doing double gloves here, so we've got the cotton on the inside and we've got the glove on the outside so our hand doesn't burn, okay? And you can see with the charcoal, we've got all of the coals right here in the center, and then all the way around the outside, we've got a cooler zone. So if these start burning or if they start cooking too fast, all we have to do is just move them to the outside and just kind of slow them down a little bit. Or if you're not ready for dinner and you need more time, just move them to the outside and they'll just cook nice and slow. When you cook slowly, even on a grill like this, when you cook nice and slow, it allows all of the fat that's inside of the meat to render out. So you'll have a more juicy, tender burger if you cook it slower than if you cook it hot and fast. So let's get these, like I said, back over the hottest part of the grill. Just gonna finish these off. Our portobellos look pretty good. So now let's build our burger. Now, I decided not to toast the buns. If you like a toasty bun, go ahead and toast your buns. For these, we're not gonna toast them. We're gonna add a little bit of barbecue sauce right on the bottom. You don't have to add too much because the burgers are gonna be nice and juicy. This is also our prairie fire barbecue sauce and it's gonna be hot. Don't forget, we added spicy andouille seasoning to the burger. So these burgers are gonna have a bit of a kick. So we'll spread our barbecue sauce. Now we're gonna add a little bit of our slaw. You can make this up to an hour or two ahead of time. You don't wanna make it too far ahead of time. You don't want it to get soggy. So we're gonna put our slaw right on the bottom. A little bit more, make it nice and colorful. And then here we're gonna add our burger, 165. We'll put our burger right in the middle. Put a few slices of tomato. We'll do onion right on top. We got a couple slices of bacon right on top of that. And then the big portobello, that's gonna go right on top of that even. That could almost be your bun top. I'm gonna add just a little bit of barbecue sauce right to the top. You put some chips right next to the side of this, man, you got a fantastic burger. All right, so there you go. You've got your double pork portobello burger. This is gonna be fantastic for your next backyard cookout. I'm Daniel Mosnet. Remember, like, follow, and subscribe for these recipes and so many more using our great Cowboy charcoal products. I'm gonna dig in. Until next time, keep cooking with Cowboy. Oh, man.